What's going on, guys? Dalton here, and you're watching another episode of DC Collects. Today we're going over the top 5 ways to avoid buying a fake Funko Pop. Let's get collecting. Guys, this is one of the most heavily faked pops right now. It is massively fake. There's tons of fakes on the market, and so much so that it's actually brought the overall value of the pop down. This pop's currently sitting at around $850, sometimes $950, but to be honest, this should be at least a $1,500 pop, guys, but because it's being faked so much, the price has been driven down. So how did I purchase this Funko Pop without getting scammed? Let's go over the top 5 ways to avoid buying a fake Funko Pop. So first up, guys, is going to be the pop logo itself. And just for reference, all the pictures that I'm going to be throwing up on the screen are going to be the fakes, and all the references to this box are obviously going to be real. So here is the actual pop logo itself, guys. And I get a good shot of it there. But as you can see, there are small dots inside of the actual logo itself. And as you can see too, it starts very prominently, so you can see the dots very well at the top where it's darker yellow in the pop logo. And as it goes down to where it fades to a lighter shade of yellow, so does the dots. So the dots should fade as they get towards the bottom of the pop logo. So towards the bottom portion here, they will almost be gone, barely visible, and at the top they should be prominently seen, and as you can see, they fade right down to the bottom. So that is how all real Funko Pop logos look. On the fakes, you'll commonly see that there is either no dotted pattern, or the dotted pattern is very prominent throughout the entire logo. So there's no fading whatsoever. That's one thing that sticks out like a sore thumb to me on a fake Funko Pop. Okay, next up, guys, we have the outline of the actual artwork on the box itself. So as you can see, this outline, the white outline around the artwork, this is very consistent in its thickness. So all the way around, it's pretty much the exact same thickness. But on a fake Funko Pop, guys, you're going to notice that this outline, it could either be really skinny to the point that it's actually touching the artwork that's on the box, or it will be super fat. So it could be in varying differences. So it could be that it starts off fat and gets skinny, so super close to the artwork, or vice versa, start off skinny and get fat. That's another big red flag for a fake Funko Pop. Next, guys, we have the price of the Funko Pop. So if you see a Funko Pop that is just a ridiculously good deal, like just too good to be true, it is. Definitely. So that's a huge red flag, guys. If you see a pop, like for example, like I said, this is around an $850 pop. So if I had have seen this pop for say $400 even, right away, red flags, bells ringing, that's definitely, I'm not making that purchase. 100% not. It's just too good to be true, and that's the reality of it. The only time you're going to get a Funko Pop for way cheaper than it should be is when that person literally has no idea what they actually have, which isn't very common nowadays. Most eBay sellers on any platform are very knowledgeable about what they're selling, and that does not happen very often at all. Or maybe your friend actually just wants to hook you up. Maybe he's been collecting Funko Pops for a really long time, and now he just wants to hook you up, and he's your really good friend, and that's the benefits of having great friends. But those are the only 2 times that you're going to see a Funko Pop for a price that is just crazy, too good to be true, like half price. Even at $500, I'd be weary about it. Like, some people maybe just need money, but that's just way too much to be giving up. If you're enjoying this content, consider hitting that like button, smashing that subscribe button. I make 4 to 5 videos a week on everything Funko, so if that's something you're into, hit that little bell notification too, and that way you won't miss any more content. Okay, next you're gonna want to take a look at the bottom sticker, guys. So this is a bit of a combination of things, but you'll see this is the font, and you can even see that the sticker has a bit of wear to it. So it's actually, it looks a little dirtier than the white on the box, and that's because the stickers weren't made to withstand the test of time like the boxes were. But so that sticker, it looks a little bit aged, which is a good sign, and the fonts are all exactly the same. So when I say that, guys, you are going to have to go out and try and find a picture of a real pop that you know to be real 100%. A great way to do this is to get into the community, get into the Funko community, start following channels like DC Collects, subscribe, but that will help you big time, guys. You could even message me. I'll drop my Instagram down below, but you could message me, see if I have the real pop, and I would gladly show you some pictures. But same goes for any community that you are in. Maybe you're in a Facebook group, any type of Funko Pop group. Reach out to people in that community and see if they have the pop that you want to purchase, and try and get pictures of this sticker and the whole pop in general, obviously. But you want to make sure that the fonts are exactly the same and the stickers in general just look the same. So that's a big one for fake Funko Pops, is you'll notice on the fakes that font is always way different. Funko must have some type of special font that no one can get their hands on, or it must be hard to print it on those stickers, because all the fakes I've seen have a totally different font on that sticker than the real one. Okay, so next up we're gonna have basically where it's sold from, guys. So unfortunately, if you do see, no matter what platform you're buying off of, if you see that that product is coming from China, then unfortunately it's probably fake. I'm gonna say it's a red flag right there. Most of the fakes, that's where they're coming from. So Funko does produce their vinyl figures in China, but they're not distributed and sold out of China in most cases. Very, very, very rarely are they actually sold out of China. You'll see what country of origin they're from. So for me, if they're from Canada or the United States, that's what I'm looking for. I do not want to see that they're coming from China. That's definitely a red flag for me. And that does lead me into eBay, guys. I did want to just touch real quick on eBay. So if you are making eBay sales, as I just said, you can check every single listing. You can check the country of origin that the actual product is coming from, pop in this case, but also you want to make sure that there's pictures of every single side of the Funko Pop. So every single side. You don't want a stock photo. You don't want just the front, the back, or some blurry images. Make sure they have good quality photos of every single side of the Funko Pop. Not only that, but you want to check, you want to verify this seller fully, guys. So you want to check all his reviews, make sure they have at least 100 transactions under their belt, and make sure that those are sell transactions, not buys, because the buys count too as a transaction. And also, you want to make sure that you have good communication with the seller. So say maybe you want to take a look at this Funko Pop out of box. If they are unwilling to communicate with you or provide pictures and help you out in any sort of way, huge red flag right there. So just a few tips for buying off of eBay right there, guys. If any of those three things are not to your satisfaction, do not make the purchase. Don't. Red flag. Don't buy. And for all you great people of the DC Army who stuck around to the end of the video, I do have a little bit of a bonus one. So on the bottom of every Funko Pop, basically sometimes on the foot, I got my 3-liter figure, guys, because it's way easier to see the actual font. But so this is another one. Again, you might want to get your hands or ask a friend to see the font that's on the figure that you're wanting to purchase, but generally speaking, that is the exact font that Funko uses. And you'll see another trademark on the other side too, on the other foot. So on fake Funko Pops, guys, those always look like way messed up. Sometimes they're not even legible, but they don't look professional at all. Like at least Funko has them all the exact same font, spacing, you know, nicely laid out on the foot. You'll see on a fake every single time. If you go to look at that, it's going to be messed up font. Like I said, sometimes not legible. Maybe some of the ink is smudged. It just always looks terrible. And if you have a seller that is not willing to show you a picture of that on the bottom of the Funko Pop or wherever it's located on the Funko Pop, again, huge red flag, guys. Do not buy that Funko Pop. Anyways, guys, to end the video, I just wanted to say, so how I did get this Funko Pop is my friend, longtime friend, who's been collecting Funko Pops for basically since the beginning of Funko. I'm pretty lucky, but he hooked me up with this one, so I was super lucky. And that's going to be my final tip for this video, guys, is all of these things are going to significantly reduce the risk of you buying a fake Funko Pop, but at the end of the day, the best way to know that you're not buying a fake Funko Pop is to get it from someone that you trust. You know and trust them. You've known them for a long time. You trust them. You know for a fact that there's no way in the world they're going to rip you off. And you can still do your verifying, but at that point, for me, that's the best way to buy an expensive Funko Pop or a Grail, something that is a significant investment for you. Anyways, guys, I hope this video helped some people. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.